All right, we're gonna make a, or we're gonna add a SVG to a grill, or add a logo. This one's gonna have a little bit of a spin on it. I don't know if any of you guys seen this site recently. They just popped up as of today, actually. I think you can get a nice kicker 6x9. Some of you might not recognize the grill. I mean, I know I do. Um, Somehow this guy at FileFizz doesn't realize I'm the guy that made that fucking grill. So, I'm a little petty. And I figured I could show you guys how to add, you know, a logo in Fusion with sound this time. So, you can use Canva to make a simple SVG with words and text and stuff. Or you can go over to picsvg.com and you can convert a logo and then download that as an SVG. Either way, it doesn't matter. But for this purpose, we're going to use this. Because I've been talking to him. He's got no idea that I'm the one that designed that grill yet. He's got a website that he made today with my grill and a shit ton of logos. I mean, the shit part is you guys will spend money on this, attribute it to my grill, because, you know, it's free on fucking Maker World. And you'll think my grills probably suck because the way that he has it designed, because his logos are raised, you'll have to print it just like this, which means you have to fill the whole bed underneath this with supports, which will call for a 6, 5, 7 hour print, and it will look like shit. It's been confirmed this is definitely my grill. So I'm going to let him know in the best way possible to stop selling my shit. Alright, get your SVG. I'm going to come over to Fusion, where you should be working with your own model, unless you've bought in a blank off of me. We're going to use Insert SVG. Go to Downloads, find it. Fuck you, I think that was the one. Click your center plane underneath the grill. Rotate it. We're going to line it up, or scale it. Going to line it up nicely. Could be perfect for him. There we go. I'll move all that. Do a little bit of work on the SVG. I want to make sure it's just perfect for him. It's going to take a minute. So you can, I like to put an outline so that it doesn't, so that it meshes better with the grill. In most cases, it's better to make an outline that connects to this outline, that connects to this outline, connects to this. That way all of your letters, no matter where they fall, will all be connected, and they will connect through these open spaces in the honeycomb, and it won't make a weak spot, and you won't have a floating letter. Get rid of all this again. To do that, we're going to do O for offset. Click the body, or your drawing. Oh, click it. In this case, I'm going to go -2. Don't need to go that big. 1.6. That works. Creates an outline. We're going to do this again, over and over again, pretty much. for this instance, I'm not going to do the whole thing because this is rather long, but just so you guys know how to do it, because this is going to still be an informational video in a few different ways. Then we're going to clean this up so that it all flows together. Turn dimensions off to get rid of all those crazy lines. And if you want, some people will like to do inside the O, some don't. I'm going to do the same thing inside the O. I mean, you can do it inside the P too. People like to do that, so then you have an open space. It's too small to do it. All right, we'll wrap that sketch up. I don't know what these random points are, but you don't want random stuff like that. Alright, maybe they're nothing. Let's go ahead and highlight everything. Hit E for extrude. And then we will go and turn this all back on. Now you'll do this in, you design your own grill, whatever it is. If you bought a blank off of me, this is how you're going to do it in Fusion. You're going to push, you could just click the top after you hit extrude, and that should automatically cut from the grill itself. And cut it. It'll look a little funny for a second, and then we're going to turn our sketch back on. We're pretty much going to repeat the process. So in this case, I need to do the outline first on this one particularly. And then inside of we'll just leave it like that. Okay, you're gonna hit to where you want to start from is you're gonna click object. You want to start from the top of your grill. Then you want to go down distance down here, and you're gonna do -1. Not join, you want to do create new component. And then you're going to label that. You can label it to make it easy. You can do it by color. You can do stop outline. Say white. And then we're going to do the same thing again for the other stuff. You just basically want to extrude all of the same color at once to make it easy to color inside of bamboo. Off object, -1. New component. We'll do this one red. Obviously, you can just use your selection tool if you want, and you can turn all your bodies and other stuff off, and then you can, I'll just do it. Cancel this, turn these off, or hit extrude. You can just do this, or you can use the square one. Square selection tool, which you can change your selection tool right here. We don't need that, we don't need that, don't need this, don't need that, we need that. turn these back on. And go to object again. Top of your grill. Sometimes if it's a more complex SVG or file, you can choose new component first. For whatever reason, it gets hung up if you choose it after sometimes on more complex stuff. New component, we're going to do white. Wrong button. E for extrude. Click the inside where you want to extrude. Off object. -1. New component. Blue. Now we want to give it a backing because those colors will pop right out of this. Say if once I color this and you print it, different colors won't mesh properly and it will just fall right out sometimes. So what we're going to do is give it a backing so that it is tied into the black part of the grill. Turn all of these off. Go like this. Extrude. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't want that or that. We need that. No. 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 Mint. Alright, turn these all back on. Don't need the origin on. And we're going to go to the back side and we're going to do again, extrude off object. This time we're going to extrude off the back of the components that we just made. And we're going to go extent type to another object. And then we're going to click the back of the grill. You want join, and you'll see now this is all going to be flush and tied in together. So now these are all one with the actual grill itself. So they'll be tied in, they won't be floating, and they won't fall out on you. And it makes it a lot more stronger in general. And then if you want to, in Fusion, you can test the colors if you want, or change the colors. I just I prefer to work with LED colors. Take white, drag it over to white. Take blue, drag it over to blue. Take red, drag that over to red. The outline of stop we can do in... Fuck it, blue works. Oops, wrong one. Outline. And then I think I'm going to do... remove. Yeah, that pops pretty well. Alright. Nice. And that's how you add an SVG or text or logo to a grill that you made yourself or that you purchased the blank from me personally in Fusion. This is pretty much the right way to do it. This is the way that you're going to get the best results. Tinkercad is not going to give you the same results. On top of Tinkercad just not giving you the best results based on the way that it works with SVGs and other items. When you export, it's exporting as a mesh as well instead of a solid body. So when it exports as a mesh, it uses triangles and it deteriorates the exterior of the model itself. So it'll be a lot rougher. It won't look as good. It won't be as clean. Using bamboos, add a SVG or add a logo, doesn't come out clean whatsoever. You can always tell the difference. You get color washing. It's super thin. It's just kind of thrown on top of the comb itself. The comb usually ends up passing through. It's just it's not as crisp. It's not as clean. It doesn't look as good. I suggest when you do the color, the top part, go down 1 millimeter. 0.8 to 1 millimeter is a good amount of color. It saves you on color swaps. If you go all the way through, you're doing like, it's 2 to 2.6 millimeters of grill. So if you go all the way down through with the colors, one, again, they might just push right through. They won't be as strong. Two, your printer has to make however many colors there are. It has to color swap that many times. However many layers that is, 2.6 times 2, it's got to color swap like 20 times or something like that, which is a lot. Adds a lot of time. So some people, those grills, generally I've seen people have like 6-hour print times, if not 4 or higher. With this, this grill won't take any longer than 3 hours. 3 hours and 30 minutes is the longest, and that's if you take up most of the grill. Then that's on the long end. But that's how you do it with the audio. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this video, and I'm going to make sure I send it to the guy that's making my grills. I'm going to send him a picture real quick because he did ask me for the logo that I want on my grill, so I'm going to send that over to him. Not only am I going to do that at the same time, I'm going to go over to, well, we already know his site, so Fizzly Fizz fuck you site. I don't know what that is. And then I'm going to go over to Shopify, since we can see that it's a Shopify account that he made literally today. Then I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to send over all my edit data and my creation data from Fusion, since it's all logged for all of my files. Year, date, time that I designed and created it, as well as the proof from MakerWorld, since it's literally on there. I'm going to send it over to Shopify and have it all shut down. And then I'm also going to send a cease and desist since everybody wants to just join in and steal other people's work and make money off of it instead of learning how to do this shit on your own the right way. I mean, if you're going to do it, at least do it the fucking right way, because this isn't the right way. This will print like shit, and it'll take hours, and you're going to waste a ton of filament. It's just dumb. Don't do it like this.